We mark the premiere on February 26, 1935, 89 years ago today, of Georges Bizet's Symphony in C. The premiere took place in Basel, Switzerland, in a performance conducted by Felix Weingartner. Bizet, 1838 to 1875, never heard the symphony performed. He had died in the Paris suburbs in 1875 at the age of 36, a full 60 years before Weingartner's premiere of the symphony. Bizet's Symphony in C, considered today to be a masterwork, was only discovered in the archives of the Paris Conservatoire in 1933, 78 years after its composition in 1855. Bizet's Symphony in C was written as a homework assignment for his Conservatoire composition teacher, Charles Gounod, who lived from 1818 to 1893. Gounod had just completed his own Symphony in D, a work that proved to be quite popular. To make some extra money, Bizet arranged the symphony for two pianos for Gounod's publisher, and in doing so was inspired to compose a symphony of his own. Bizet began work on his symphony on October 29, 1855, 4 days after his 17th birthday, and completed it some 4 weeks later, in late November. We can assume that he submitted it to Gounod, that Gounod read it through, nodded his head, and handed the score back to Bizet, after which Bizet seems to have forgotten all about it, as if it were just another classroom exercise. Bizet made no mention of the symphony in any of his letters, and he seemed to show virtually no interest in having it performed or published. His earliest biographers didn't even know the symphony existed. To find out why Bizet let his Symphony in C fall into total obscurity, and the particulars around its discovery and premiere, a premiere that took place a full 80 years after its composition, join me for my Music History Monday podcast, which can be accessed on all podcast platforms, or enjoy the illustrated full-text ad-free version of this blog and much more on my Patreon channel.